All right. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? This should be fun tonight. I'm trying out something to make sure this all works a bit, but thanks for coming out. This should be a fun stream and everything. Racing tonight with the LoPeN League, which really is like a fun league group of folks that races, Grand Prix Legends and everything. So racing with them, the races themselves, they're not super serious or anything, but it's good competition. Last time I raced with them, I had a really good battle with some folks, so hopefully that happens again tonight. But figured I'd do something a little more laid back. Sim racing doesn't have to be this super serious thing. Josh, how easy is it to get working GPL working with Windows 10? Not that hard. So I recorded a video. I've been working on a video for a little while, recording one about how to install Grand Prix Legends. I'm just working with a few folks in the community to get some easier to download stuff put up so that it's a little easier to install. So I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks that comes out. It's pretty much done at this point. I just got to get it on the channel and everything. But definitely don't wait. You can you can also follow. There's a couple guides out there. I'm sure folks will link and stuff. What's up, Danny's? So I'm waiting for the practice server. I think it might have started at this point. Let's see here. So hopefully I can get this to work. Gotta get rid of the music, unfortunately. Streaming Grand Prix Legends is a little hard, unfortunately. Let's see. You have to race Grand Prix Legends pretty much in a full screen. So it has started twice. Hopefully it's working. All right, but tonight we'll be racing at the circuit called Hethel, which you might not have heard of before, and I had not heard of it either in the past. And Hethel is, or was, or it still is a test track in the UK. It's a track that Lotus bought for themselves to do testing. It's an old airfield, I think, from World War II, and yeah, Lotus had bought it. Colin Chapman bought it, I think, in 1966. Just to test the Lotus Grand Prix cars and everything at, and it was recreated or created for Grand Prix Legends, so it should be good. Looks like everything's working here so far. These guys do a lot of stuff over like a radio, so I want to make sure I can hear them and all that. But we got a long practice, a couple hours practice, and then the races and stuff, so plenty of time. I'll say I don't really know the circuit at this point, so there's a lot to learn, but 2 hours to do it, so should be all right, I would think. I think I did about 10 laps before this itself, but plenty of time to practice up. We'll see actually how many laps the race is in the end. Yeah, so I'm driving Cooper today. Open up the team menu. That's a good question. Should mention it. So the Cooper T84. So it's a Formula 2 race. I should have mentioned that as well. So Formula 2, 1967 Formula 2 cars. So a little less power. It's what I've raced a few times now. I guess it's my specialty online. Just so happens that all the leagues and everything are doing the F2 cars. But we'll be racing the Cooper today, which I don't think I've raced on a stream yet. I did a couple videos with it and everything. Blue Flags, I do have a Discord. You can find it in the description there, which should be a good car. I think mostly, honestly, the F2 cars are all very similar in power and everything. There's some handling differences. I think the F2 mod overall, it's more or less like there's a couple cars that are very slow, and then the rest are mostly fine. So, and this is one of the ones I think that fits into the mostly fine category, but we'll see. From what I remember too, at least from my prior times racing with this group, the field spread is pretty large. So the quick guys, there's definitely a few quick guys. There's some slower guys as well. So pretty much no matter what, we should be finding some folks to race with. Let me see here. So it's just Pablo Sosa so far. But I can go out and do a couple laps of practice. So setup wise, not done any work on this. So we got this like 2-hour period here to do some setup work, I guess. We'll go out with this. I got to learn the track mostly at this point and make sure everything's working all right. All right. Jump in the car. So yeah, this track itself was built on an airfield, and so it's kind of a all over the place. They built a lot of turns. Really, if you think about it, it's a testing track. So they wanted to make sure suspension and handling and all that was working well. But I vaguely know where the circuit goes right now. I got a bit of practicing to do to get it down pat. I think I'm the only person in here so far, so hopefully that changes. Some S's through here. It should be all good. Oop. I think this is a kink. This one coming up on the right, I think's a little bit of a kink there. Or maybe I'm thinking of the next one here. Oh, gonna slide wide. There's gonna be a few offs while I learn the turns. And a smack into the barrier. So one car down. We should start a... ooh, got the green flag right there. We should start a car counter. That's number 1. Car number 1. We got a lot of learning to do. How did I convince Colin to run? Colin invited all of us to race here. Yeah, I guess no traffic's good to get the circuit down. I know a few other folks definitely be racing tonight though, so it should be good. Yeah, turn 1's going to be a high-speed braking zone coming off the straightaway. The front straightaway is actually quite long. It's down one of the runways. Second gear through this one, I think. Maybe second through all of these too. I'm not even sure. Oh. Yeah, so this corner is an interesting one because the braking zone for this, so this is at the one of the ends of the circuit, so it's one of these 180s. And so braking for that's going to be awkward since it's basically a sideways entry. I think the circuit looks quite nice for Grand Prix Legends, though. It's pretty well rendered. I think it only came out less than 10 years ago, which is new in Grand Prix Legends standards, I think. Second here, a little bit of a lockup. There are some rough patches on the sides of the circuit as well. You'll see the asphalt color. You can actually feel them in the wheel. I was impressed with that. A lot of times the track surface stuff is really just visual. But like stuff like that, you can actually see the car visually, but also feel it in the wheel. Pretty rare for a GPL track, I think. So this part, you're accelerating out, so it's pretty quick. And this is the final corner. It's a really long one, leading onto that front straight. Cool track overall, though. I love the Goodyear and Firestone buildings side by side. I have no idea if that's accurate, but it's pretty cool for a testing place. Danny, does the new wheel help with the feedback? It does. Honestly, it feels, even in some of these older games, even the ones, you know, without forced feedback, the wheel honestly helps. I'm very surprised by that. My recent NASCAR 1 stream might not show it, but it feels more precise even in older games. And one thing I do like about this wheel, at first I didn't like it, but you set all of the parameters and everything on the wheel itself because I have the universal hub, so I don't have to go into the software, but it also means I can change stuff on the fly, which is really cool. So if I'm in the sim and the force feedback's too strong or too light or something, I can just change it on the wheel. It looks like Lou's joined the server as well, which is cool. Yeah, the first gear. So Lou is, I don't know if he's the proprietor, but he certainly seems like the proprietor of the league. I'm using the Fanatec CSL Elite 2.5 at this point. So I changed, I clipped that. I might have messed up my suspension. I used the G27 for like almost 10 years. Served me very well. I have many good things to say about a G27. Certainly if you have any of the Logitechs, it's a solid wheel. But yeah, you can notice, I mean, it's a different system in one of these, and it's a big jump. Also had some weird stuff with it, getting it set up and everything originally. Wasn't quite as easy, I would say, as the Logitech tends to be. Right now I'm just trying to learn the track a bit. Ooh, yellow flag. We got a stopped car here. Just trying to learn the track a bit and which way it goes. I gotta figure out some of the landmarks. The track does look a little samey at first. Oh, I'm gonna run a bit wide. Was I a pro kart or pro Indy fan? All of the above. I liked them all. I would say at the time I was a little younger when the whole split thing happened, and I would go to IRL races because I grew up in New England, so I'd go to LoPeN, and so I did like the IRL a lot at the time because that's who I was, you know, seeing in real life as well as on TV. But we also watched kart growing up, so I can't say I liked one more than the other. In retrospect, I will tell you, I was thinking about this recently. I go back and watch old kart races from 1996, you know, through 2001. I don't think I ever really have gone back to watch old IRL races from that time period, so I don't know if that means anything, but all right, get through this kink here. Well, don't worry, Danny's diecast. I got in the tutorial that hopefully will get posted up here in the next couple of weeks. I've got a section specifically talking about how I get my H pattern working. So, oh, car in front just went off. Looks like one of the Ferraris. Oh, messy entry there. I should go back and watch some of the old IRL races just to, you get weird tinted memories of things. You got to actually see them again to see how they actually were. I did see Aiden give me a shout out there. I got a bunch of people asking me to run a modern F1 car around Ava, so I'm glad somebody else did it instead of myself. Seems like folks like the pre-war stuff, and I just got the book Faster, which is a book about pre-war Grand Prix racing, so I'm excited to read a bit about that. and everything. Maybe make some videos about that. I don't know. Could do a book review. Be fun. Oh. That section right there is really tight. Got a few guys on the server now. So that part's all flat if you can get the line right. This last corner, I'll go down to third for now. Just keep a wide line, late apex. The groove there, the darker spot on the track, doesn't really ever hit the apex, so I'll have to figure that out. Oh, I'm already in second. Oh, we're gonna run wide. Luckily the runoff there is paved, so I got a little time before I run into the wall. Oh. Yeah, that part's difficult. It's a tighter corner there. Does seem like a track that would munch away your tires. I'll give you a secret about Grand Prix Legends is that there is no tire wear in the default Grand Prix Legends. Tires heat up and the grip goes away, but if you run, really slow and cool them down again, they'll be back to new. Which there's some patches out there now if you really wanted tire wear, or if you're running some of the mods that there would have been tire wear and pit stops and all that. Lee's got some mods he's made that allow that to all happen, but yeah, base Grand Prix Legends, there's no tire wear, and I believe that's also true in what we're racing here tonight. Truthfully though, cars of this era did wear tires. Obviously it's rubber on asphalt, but they wouldn't change tires often. Jim Clark, I think, ran the same set of tires for like 4 Grand Prix in a row in 1964 maybe. So not having tire wear sounds really bad, especially if you're really into modern sims, but it's not a huge deal. Poser, I like the new Fanatec a lot. It had a couple issues with some software stuff at first, but once I got that solved, it's been great. It feels great. Taking a little getting used to, though. It definitely was not as quick, the first day I had it. I think I'm back to where I was, if not better now. Oh, just trying to get through the S's there. Yeah, I don't know if it's harder tire compounds or... it must be. That's the reason. Seems crazy to me, though, that like a top-tier team would decide that it's just fine to keep the same tires on. Like, wouldn't you, just in case there's a puncture or something, wouldn't you want to change them? Fanatec fix it, or did I do? So I'm not sure if there... Well, there definitely was something wrong. I can go into it. Basically, I was noticing in Sims after, 30 minutes or so, the Sims would start to stutter and the frame rate was going down, especially in the older stuff, like GPL or NASCAR 2003, which at first sounded a bit like a overheating problem, right? If your computer's starting to slow down after time, but it really wasn't. Nothing was overheating, and man, I actually reformatted and reinstalled everything on my computer, which I needed to do anyway. It had been probably 10 years since I had fully started fresh, but even after that, I go to do a race in NASCAR 2003, and after 30 minutes or so, I went from solid 60 FPS to like 30 and very stuttery. So I tracked it down basically to that. It was the wheel, because I plugged in my G27. I know this is the most interesting story for everybody, but I plugged in the G27, did a race with that, and it was fine. So I knew it was the wheel, and I ended up rolling back to a different version of the software, the firmware that's on the wheel, and it's been fine ever since. So I don't know what it was. Talk Read'em Race GPL. Yeah, this isn't super serious stuff anyway, so it's fine to fool around. Looks like Lasse's joined the server. Alright, I'm starting to understand where this track goes, but some of it is still very similar looking. I think it's going to take the majority of these 2 hours to really learn the circuit. Oh. The keyboard engineers. Well, I will take any engineering advice, but I might not use it. Much better exit there if I... This corner is so tricky. I want to go much quicker through there, but since you got to slow down for this hairpin... This race looks stressful and not fun. Well, it's just the practice at this point. I'm having fun, so that's all that matters. Ooh. I don't know how I got the car slowed down for that. Yeah, the car actually feels all right. I mean, we'll find out based on pace. I'm only a 10th off of the leader there. A second gear. Car's a little loose. Oh, there's nothing to do to recover. Bonk right into the hay bale. Yeah, there's no nowhere to go if you get that wrong. That's a bad corner to get wrong. Let's see that. So if you run wide there, you're going to run straight into the barrier. CW, do I also have kart, the old kart game? Yeah, IndyCar 2. I absolutely have it. Oh, actually, if I can get to it, I've got my boxed Grand Prix Legends here, right here. And also my boxed IndyCar 2 right here. So there you go. Do I have the games? Of course I do. All right. So car wise, let's see. I mean, overall, the car's a little loose on coast, so I might go up to a 60 there. So 85, 60. See how that feels. Still a lot of learning to do, so I don't want to change anything, too drastic just yet. See if these guys... So I got the LoPeN voice chat on my headphone here. See if they're saying anything. I'm not sure if they're ready for prime time just yet, so I'm leaving them silent for everybody. During the race, though, I want to be able to hear the call-outs for flags and stuff. So I'm just oh, Lasse just blew us all away. All right, so I got a time to aim for. Go back out on track. Have I got Indy 500 boxed? No. I wish I did. I was looking recently, just looking at the different Papyrus games on eBay, and Indy 500 is expensive. Especially if you want a big box. It's not cheap. All We'll get out and do some more practicing though. I think this is second gear. I just need to be careful about this guy here. Or no, it's this next one. Yeah, if you run wide there, there's just nowhere to go. So important to keep it on the asphalt, unlike what I'm doing. I can already tell the car feels a little crazy under braking though with the diff change. Acceleration though, still got that maxed out. The Grand Prix Legends big boxed edition comes with a book as well called Four-Wheel Drift, and it's awesome. I actually want to do, at some point, I want to do a video on it. I did an unboxing video many years ago when I got that version of Grand Prix Legends in the box. But I just briefly talked about the fact that it comes with a guide called Four-Wheel Drift. That book in itself is so cool. Be fun to read some excerpts from it, maybe throw some dramatic video to it or something. Whoa, almost hit the hay bale. You can use the grass a little bit to help pull the car around if you're being fast about it. A little wide there on the exit. Do I have the new F1 games? I have all of them. I don't really play them much. I do want to play, just for myself, F1 2020 at some point. I played it for a few hours or something. It's got a good career mode, which I'm a sucker for. Ooh, I'm gonna brake a bit late there, throw it into a slide. I'm a sucker for a career mode in a motorsports game. But not enough time. These days I spend most of my time making videos. And I'm not knowledgeable or good enough at modern F1 stuff to make that worth watching. Why do I play the older games versus the new ones? Because they're fun. I don't know. New sims are great too. I play all of them, really. I don't put all of them on my YouTube channel. Leave it in third there. That just feels slow. Oh, I'm gonna break myself. I play both Automobilista 1 and 2, and I've got some videos and everything on both of them. Down to third. Long right-hand sweeper. I think I'm one of those rare people that I kind of like everything, so it's not that, I don't know. A lot of people seem to have very strong opinions about things they do and don't like, and I don't. But I end up playing Grand Prix Legends a lot. I like the era, maybe more than other eras. 60s, cars look cool, they drive really fun. I mean, they don't, like you can see here, oh, they don't drive the most realistic, but they're a lot of fun to drive. Drive realistic enough, but they're a little more slidey than in real life. Oh, I'm gonna run wide there. Wreckfest. That's one, I own it. I've not played it very much. I think you gotta have some friends playing Wreckfest to enjoy that one the most. Alright. So my optimal lap is down to 23.5, which I think is quicker than Lasse there. Oh, I just did my best lap too without even knowing it. Very, very slidey through the first turn. Whoa, brake too late. That might end catastrophically. Avoid the wall though. All right, can't push it that far through there. I might need to change the gear ratios. I find I'm bouncing between third and fourth a lot, and fifth I'm not really using the whole way. Getting up to maybe 9,000. I could probably shorten the whole stack a little bit. This track is quite bumpy. I mean, I have no idea. I've never seen a video, especially from the era, of a car racing around here. So I have no idea how accurate the track is overall. I mean, all I know is it looks quite nice in Grand Prix Legends. I imagine though, I mean, usually the tracks created for GPL are pretty accurate, especially any of the newer ones. And again, I think this came out in about 2011, 2012, which for Grand Prix Legends is new. That was all right through there that time. See if I get a new sector. So the timing as well, in case it's your first time watching the online stuff, at the top of the screen I've got my sectors and all that. I leave the HUD on for online racing, so I know who I'm racing against and everything. Yeah, front stretch here is butter smooth. Oh, it's a 23.3. Straight to the top of the timesheets. There we go. Second gear here. There's a couple of those braking zones. Oh, a lot of oversteer. A couple of those braking zones, you kind of lead into them going sideways, so it's a little sketchy. Oh, we got a car against the barrier there. Oh, and everybody's everywhere in front of me. I'm gonna get a little traffic here. Oh, I think he ran into the hay bales. All right, cross the line there. So my optimal is down to 22.8, which is good. brake shift down between the 1 and the 2 there, headed into this section. Trying to start to think about my braking points so I can repeat them lap after lap. Oh, I'm just gonna grab the grass there. It's pretty bad. A little too slidey. All right, let me just complete this lap. I want to take a look at a couple things. That wasn't going to be a good lap anyway. So coming to the pits, I want to just take a look at the gears. What are y'all arguing about now? GPL is not hardcore. Oh my god. It's fun though. So I don't know what we'd need. As I do this, lastly sets another quick time. What's going on? So you do get this weird thing. There we go, finally. You do get a weird thing racing online in GPL with the letterbox patch and everything to get the black bars to go away. You can't see the chat and all that, and you just get a lot of flickering on the screen if you're seeing that. It'll go away when folks stop chatting. All right. So, what do we got here? Lasse is up top. So, 122.9. I'm in second so far. It's not too bad. Let's see here. I'm going to try to find the entry list. Here we go. Oh, so we got a good number of folks that just haven't turned laps yet in here. Hawk, sorry, I don't know anything about inverted throttles. I know when you go to calibrate your stuff for GPL in controls, I've never had a problem with an inverted throttle. I think it's expecting you to go from like no throttle to throttle when you calibrate. So in here, now if it goes the other way, I think you'd have to change that in some of your settings somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, and GPL is picky with ports and everything. I got to recalibrate now that I came in here. GPL is picky with ports and stuff. I know you can only do 3 devices for GPL, 3 game controllers. It's like if I have an Xbox controller as well, and if I plug that in, it would screw up everything, and I probably wouldn't be able to control GPL. So that could take a little bit of figuring out. It is one of the things I made the guide, like I said recently, about installing Grand Prix Legends, and it's one of those things that's so hard to do because I know everybody's got a different wheel and stuff. I'm just hopeful that mine helps at least some people get it installed, and then there's some really helpful folks in like the Sim Racing Mirror Zone and some other places that'll probably in the comments of the video too that'll help try to sort through other things. But all right, Pablo Sosa, Lou, Lasse. I'm just trying to see if I know anybody. I don't really know anybody. It's a good group of guys though. They race every Thursday. I think when I was in here last time I raced with them, it was a while back, but they were telling me they've been racing every Thursday for something like 20 years. So should be another good one, I think. And overall, I actually need to ask them. Hey guys, is the race tonight also split in half with a caution in the middle? The 13 laps? Awesome, thanks. Yeah, so I'm just asking all the guys on the TeamSpeak. The how do we get out of here? The race itself is set for it's a short race. It's just a fun thing. I'm gonna way over practice for it, but I got nothing else going on. So it's a 13 lap race overall, so it's gonna be over super quick. I think they time their races usually to be about a half hour. This is a bit shorter than that, so it's going to be a lot of build up here for not long of a race. But even with the 13 laps, just because it is supposed to be a fun, competitive, or not overly competitive, just a fun race thing, halfway through the race we're going to actually have a fake caution and pack everybody up again. So if anybody gets too far out front, if Lasse is pulling away from me, I'll get another shot at it at least halfway through. So should be good. All right, so let's go back to the garage. I want to shorten the gears one click overall, the whole stack. I'm thinking that coming out of the second gear corners, I'm a little too far down the rev range. I'm not exactly topping out in fifth either, so let's see how this goes. Oh, and I'm a second off Lasse now, so really got to put some laps in. Hey, Billy Strange, how you doing? Have I ever done a full 24-hour race? No. So I used to do more competitive type sim racing stuff with iRacing and all that back like 2009 through 2012. Really, and they didn't have the really long races or the team racing or anything back then, so the longest races I did with iRacing were like 3 hours, I think, and those were solo driving. I would love, at some point, it'd be fun to try to get a team together and do one of the endurance events. I don't know what sim, or of course it'd be cool to do something vintage, maybe, but I've never done a full 24-hour race. I recently did my own for my racing series. I did that Daytona 24, which ended up being about 4 hours of driving. It was an 8-hour race, 4 hours of driving, so there's that, at least. Well, Pedro's got up front now, so I heard Pedro's quick. Somebody said that. So hopefully I'm as quick as them. I'm not sure anybody like Yannick is going to be in here, or Robert. But who knows? It's what's fun about doing a random pickup race. It could be the best race I've ever had. You never know. Figure out the gearing now. It's a little different. Just keep it right on the white lines, nice and tidy. Oh, that's really sideways. But it's able to take it. You can really throw these cars all over the place. It's not necessarily quicker to do that. Oh my god. There we go. Perfect racing line. That was a good sector. There's a lot of sideways action. It does seem like a fun setup. It feels pretty fun. Well, I'm down in the 22s now, though. About half a second off the quickest, so plenty of time to improve. Still got over an hour of the practice. This stream, I should retitle the stream. It's going to be Watch a Man Practice for a 20-minute race. That's all in good fun, though. Some of the GPL leagues are just really hard to get into and everything. There's only a few, really good leagues around, and so the space is limited. You can only have 19 car fields racing Grand Prix Legends online. So there's a few good leagues. Everybody wants in on them. Oh, got up here behind Harwood. But this is an open race and everything, so pretty much anybody could join. I think there's a natural barrier to entry for Grand Prix Legends just because of the installing and everything, so you don't get everybody and their uncle coming in. We'll get yellow flags, a couple cars exiting the pits. Of course, have this awesome Grand Prix Legends netcode. Car in front spins off. Yeah, this track's gonna be so hard to pass around. So qualifying here, which we're doing right now, the practice and qualifying is kind of one and the same, but it's more important than ever to get right. Oh. And I hit him. Kind of my fault, kind of his fault. Whoops. Alright. Never gonna work anyway. Didn't mean to hit him. Twisty bits do take the majority of the lap. I mean, let's look at the track map for a second. Now that I kind of roughly know the corners. Main straight, north hairpin. I think that one's, it's not as hard actually, because even if you get it a little wider through there, there's some pavement on the, or concrete or something on the edge of the track, so it's not a very risky corner, all things considered. Factory straight, easy enough. Clark, this one's that little tricky one I just crashed coming out of. So it's just a little bit of switch. This map's not entirely accurate. I feel like it turns more left there than anything. Through Clark, Chapman, Graham Hill. You always have to have a Graham Hill corner. It is the Lotus Test Track, so I guess that makes sense. And then this kink here, right before Circle Corner. That's a tricky one. I think third gear with a lift might be good. Through Circle Corner, the Senna curves, interesting. I guess we're not in the 60s, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Don, I could do a few more laps. Alexander, these are real people. This is the LoPeN League. I put the link to their forum in the description. It's a little old school forum to sign up and everything. But it's a great group. They race every Thursday. They also do Assetto Corsa stuff on the weekends. They've got a Discord for all that as well. So, if you're looking for folks to race. All right, let's go back out. Do another run here. The race itself, though, just, you know, for everybody aware, it's will start pretty much right after the practice is done. So still about another hour of practice / qualifying. It's both. So many people are saying it's the man behind the mask. I post lots of streams with my face. But happy to see everybody. I know I've got a lot of subscribers in the last week even. I don't know where you all came from. But welcome. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, I know Senna raced for Lotus in the 80s. That beautiful John Player special Lotus. But with Grand Prix Legends, I always think the tracks, you know, are based in the 60s, so it's funny to see a more modern driver's name. Oh, I'm falling off. Whoa, look at that time. Sosa set a 1.5 seconds faster, so I gotta really pick it up here. We might have a legit alien on our hands for this one. I think I'm giving up a lot of time in this corner right now. Alright, we'll come down the line though. First corner, car exiting. Hopefully get around him. Ooh. A little bit of a slide there. That's good, it's all fair. Around one of the machos. Yeah, it seems like folks like the pre-war stuff, which is all good. I like pretty much all racing history. Just trying to get through these kinks here. Felt a little slow. I think that's a late apex hairpin though, even though it's just feels like it should be. Coming to this corner, wonder if I can just really gas it in. It felt quicker. It was a weird line though. I think I gotta start out a little wider and clip a late apex. Yeah, it was my quickest final sector. 121.9 is my quickest optimal now. Oh. Low turn one there. Hopefully you can all see the little windows on the screen. I know they're not the biggest. You can try to pull up the pit board here and there. Car feels pretty good though. I'm actually surprised at the default setup. Might not end up being the quickest. That was bad. Bad driving. Down in a second. It's gonna be really easy to run wide there. To over rev the car. That's such a tricky corner. Whoa. Well, you can see it. It might be behind my head. The pit board. I didn't even think about that. This is a real track, Michael. It's a test track for Lotus that they bought in 1966. It's so wide through there. Bought it through 1966. I think it's still Lotus affiliated today or owned by them. I think there's a museum and everything at the track, so it's in England as well. Or at least I think it is. Hethel. It's the name of a village. This last one here is a little tricky. It's tight. I think doing the downshift a second before the kink there is the smart decision, just to get the car higher in the torque range. Let's try to keep it in fourth through here. It's such a tricky corner. It's in a weird spot. I don't like the gearing through there. I'm sliding down the order now too. I'm in fifth. That was much better turn one. I blew it on the last few laps. Now there's no double clutching, but I am heel towing and everything. So I right foot brake for all this. That felt slow. I got a lot of grass through there. A lot of understeer through there, but trying to maximize the exit. I think this track is still being used for something. It seems kind of like a track day thing, but you might be able to go test like a Lotus road car around it. If you check Google Earth, it's absolutely still here. looks much the same as this, just nicer curbing and all that. Oh, 22.6. There we go. Firmly in the 22s now. How's the quality of the stream, by the way? I tried playing around with a bunch of settings to make things look a little nicer, but it's hard to test streaming on YouTube. A couple crazy cars up here. YouTube has a tough time with the fast movement of a driving game overall. Passing folks is really hard around this circuit. Right in front of me getting all sorts of sideways. Yeah, it might be used by Classic Team Lotus here, the track, but I don't know. I saw somebody commented before the stream started that they had gone to the circuit semi-recently and got to see a Lotus 79 do a few laps, so it seems like that might be a true thing. Oh, I wish he'd let me go here. There we go. Maybe he heard me. Thank you very much. Oh, I went too fast though. Try to keep it on. Well, and you'd have to think, I don't know how many race type events they would have around a circuit like this, so it's not really built to do overtaking in general, but obviously the end of the front straightaway is a natural overtaking place. What is my favorite F1 car of all time? Ugh, I don't know. I don't think I have one. That's such a tough question. Probably whatever one I'm learning about in the moment. Been reading a lot about the pre-war stuff right now, or interwar as it should be called. So some of those cars are very cool. W125 and Audi Union C type and everything. But I don't know what my favorite car would be. I think I always come back to the Ferrari 312 F1 car from 1967, just because I played it to death back in the day with Grand Prix Legends. You know, yeah, and if I was to say to somebody driving Grand Prix Legends for the first time, and if you're just using the stock cars, I mean, the Ferrari's not a bad one to go with. It's pretty balanced. It's not the quickest really around any circuit, but it's far from being the slowest as well. And you don't have some of the quirks that you have in like the Lotus or the Eagle with it blowing its engine a lot. So the Ferrari's a good all-arounder, but it really depends on the mod and what I'm feeling like. I have a weird, like I'm driving a Cooper today, the F2 car, and I've got a weird thing for Coopers. Favorite track, I mean, Spa 67, the updated Spa, has to be on the list of best tracks. Although it's not the most interesting one to drive. Oh, I've had this happen before. Uh-oh. Alright, give it a second here. It's gonna sound like I'm taking off. I didn't do anything. Sometimes Grand Prix Legends freezes online. I had that happen in one other stream. I gotta see if I can... Uh-oh. Things have gone very wrong. We'll have to see if I can recover this. Yeah, it's a thing. Grand Prix Legends does this online a bit. I have to see if I can actually get this to... no. Hold on a sec. Hyperspace drive. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to kill the task. Sorry for the ridiculous noise. Hold on. I've gotten out of this before. I did it once in a league race. So this is a totally new thing. Watch a streamer fumble getting their game to work. All right. So Grand Prix Legends has died. It's taking flight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm sorry if that blows anybody's ears out. Gosh, how do I do this? I gotta figure out how to get the sim to quit so it doesn't take up the whole screen. Thank you for the donation. Rip Grand Prix Legends indeed. Let me see here. Windows key tab. Aha. Hold on one sec. I think I got it now. No, so it's this thing, Grand Prix Legends. Where's the new desktop button? Grand Prix Legends has some weird issues online that you don't encounter very often, so they definitely shouldn't deter anybody from racing GPL, but there we go. Oh, all right. I'll be back in a sec. Definitely should not deter anybody from racing GPL. However, it does stuff like this occasionally where it completely craps out. All right. Let's see if hopefully I can get actually back in the race and everything. But we'll see. I should be able to. It's not full. All right. What is going on now? All right. I appreciate everybody joining the stream and watching my face struggle with closing programs for 15 minutes. I'll jump back in. All right, so we're opening up. Yeah, I'm back. I had a GPL crash, locked up. Yeah, I'm not sure, but let me Yeah, I'm fully out of it. I gotta try to jump back in, but I think I'm still in, huh? I'm just trying to get back into the server and everything. Oh, perfect. So it should let me back in now. Here we are. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm back in now. Thanks. Yeah, it's weird. It only happens to me one other time ever. So we'll have to see if this all happens again. Get GPL shared. Yeah, we'll see if it happens again, but hopefully not. All right. So I'm back in. Should be able to hopefully turn some laps now. 50 minutes left in the practice. All right, so let's see. I didn't get a chance to, I don't know if it saved the setup. Yeah, it did. So that's good. Yeah, it's not necessarily, it's a GPL bug, so it really could happen to like anybody overall. Yeah, I think I'm going to jump back down the diff ratio one more time, but then lengthen fifth a scotch. So we'll see. But pretty far back now. I'm in fifth, 122.6. So I'll have to see if I can get up to the top of the grid. At least if it happens again, I know a quicker way to get back. There's no 61 mod for Grand Prix Legends, unfortunately. There's a ton of mods in the works, and so it very well could happen someday, or might be halfway done at this point, but not publicly released as far as I've ever seen. It would be great though to race the Shark Nose in GPL. Yeah, I mean, mods in Grand Prix Legends are not easy to create at all. It wasn't made to be modded, so everything that's been created for it is absolutely a labor of love. Yeah, but you can race through 65 through 69 every year with fully, race by race grids all the way and everything. So it's pretty cool in that regard. I think if I could have my pick, I would ask for a 1970 Grand Prix Legends. Selfishly, I think it would be cool to really start racing the winged cars. Just by the end of 1969, they were starting to get grooving with the wings. The cars started getting really fast right at the start of the 70s. So it'd be cool to go into that era. But... oh. No, not many racing sims were meant to be modded, but GPL almost tries to stop you in some ways. It's come a long way. Throw it really sideways there. Yeah, a little less shifting. I can keep it in second through here, which is nicer. Oh, car spun out right in front of me. Really don't like the last corner. Feels like a wide entry. You can't get the grip to cut it in towards the exit. There's not any runoff on the exit to use. 123.5. I'm not sure what the next mod for Grand Prix Legends to come out is. I know there is a 1937 mod that I've seen quite a lot more teasers for more recently, so that might be up, and that would be cool. I think it'd be interesting to see if some of the circuits were done for it too. Grand Prix Legends, of course, does a great job at doing, single-player races, so would absolutely love racing some good AI through 1937 season. Pitch the car in so much there. You can really get away with a heck of a slide. Oh, that's too much. Big bonk coming. That's how you go from hero to zero. Yeah, I don't know, Ryan, about the last turn. It, let's see. Let's see here. I've got the cam mod on, so Oh, is F1 testing start, today? That's great. So this last corner is absolutely tricky. Uh-oh. There we go. It feels difficult to to judge the entry while letting you stare at the trees. The cam mod's pretty cool because you can fly around the circuit, but it's also really hard to navigate. You're also going to see some of the ugly side of Grand Prix Legends. There we go. Let me zoom out. So I'm not sure the right way to take this one. It seems like everybody's taking the high line coming in. If anybody ever wondered, this is how you can shoot some cool video stuff with GPL as well. Yeah, so for the last corner here, now that I've finally gotten the camera over there, I mean, coming through the kink before it is not hard. That one's the easier kink. And then we'll see what this car does. Right to the outside. That's what I want to do, but it's tough once you get through to the outside there to get it to sweep in. That light gray. Full throttle. Down to third, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. Back to TV1. But yeah, I need to pick up about 2 seconds. Oh god. One car coming, 2 cars coming behind me. 3. There we go. Well, it's not too hard to get to any part of the entry. I could start it narrow, I could start it wide. But it's easy to slide wide at the start of the corner, so... It's amazing how tech has evolved, isn't it? A little bit of a yellow there. Yeah, so come through this kink. So this is the northern hairpin, or the top side one. So this is the little kink you come through, then I'm going quite slow right now, but keep it, I guess, on the gray stuff, but how do you cut it in? Ooh, car ran wide there now. These cars were pretty slidey in real life. This is definitely exaggerated a bit. Grand Prix Legends is a pretty slidey game, but it's a lot of fun to drive, let me tell you. Wreck right in front of me. Whoa! I caught that one late. Oh man. Alright, we'll go back to the pits. The gearing feels a little better now though. So I think keep it where it's at least for the moment. Alright. If you're not sliding, you're not going fast. So I'd really like to bump up a couple spaces on the grid at least. I'm back in 5th. I mean, anything could happen in the race, but if it's anything like practice has been so far, even if you're way quicker than somebody, it's very difficult to to be able to pass. Also, you'll be able to hear a lot of the cars on the other side of the track. The two sides of the track remain. You can see it from the map, but they're very close. So sometimes I keep checking my mirrors because I think I've got a car next to me. Oh, no. No. That's what happens when you look at the chat. I blame the chat on that one. All right. Do I have a minimum age of the cars I drive in Sims? Steven, I'm not sure I understand exactly what you mean. If I have a minimum age of cars, you mean like I don't drive anything newer? I do drive newer stuff on my own time. I don't really hold myself to any specific cars, but I definitely enjoy the older cars more, and that's kind of what I've centered the YouTube stuff around. Yeah, 20s and 30s stuff is cool. There's so little of it out there. I've already shown most of what exists for the 1920s and 30s on the videos I've done. All right, I got through that kink. Finally. So bumpy right there. Maybe I'll keep it in, dab of brakes there, keep it in fourth, just understeer the whole way through the corner. Oh, how did that happen? Seems I'm deteriorating driving-wise. I was so much better before the freeze. What happened? Well, I was talking on Twitter with a couple folks the other day. I had posted a video on my Twitter of just some crazy, most of it's wrecks, which I'm not generally a fan of, but it's basically a video just compiled of a bunch of crazy incidents from the 19-teens and 1920s, it seems, racing, maybe even into the 30s, and a lot of it Indianapolis. Anyways, somebody had commented about how great it would be to have a riding mechanic, and I was thinking that'd be a fun sim, like co-op driving sim thing where you have somebody driving and then somebody having to do like a My Summer Car-esque, sitting beside you trying to make sure the car stays oiled and checking for traffic and all that. I feel like as an actual multiplayer game, it would be kind of fun. Definitely would be different. Bring a whole new meaning to the word teammate. Run a bit wide. I gotta pick a better braking marker for T1. I'm not doing enough of feel right now, which obviously is not gonna cut it. Bounce the car here. Oh, that one sneaks up on you. Oh, I just caught the grass there. Oh, and I keep it out of the wall. So close. Probably bent the tip of the exhaust. Alright, only got 36 minutes left in the practice here, so need to pick up the pace. oversteered. I thought about doing Spirit of Speed. I was looking for something to stream tonight, and thought about Spirit of Speed, but that one's actually really hard to run on a modern computer, so making a video of it is one thing. Streaming it would be pretty difficult. It would be kind of fun. I want to see if I can get it working. It would be kind of fun to do the full campaign in that. Even though it's terrible, it's quirky, you know? Run it right to the edge of the track there. Topping out in third there a little soon, but honestly, it's my driving at this point that's holding me back. That's about as good as I've done that. See what the sector time is, but that last sector felt pretty good. Oh no, it wasn't my quickest. Huh. A lot of wheel spin sliding there. Got a whole group of cars in front too. Hopefully I can get through this lap before I hit all them. I think I just got a best first sector. Oh, and that's right, my times would have reset in my optimals when I froze up that last time, so working off a new set of times. Just feels like you're constantly correcting the car through there. Oh, yellow flags, green flags, gonna brab them, spinning off the course. I can't wait to see this video, this live stream video in the end. It's gonna be this huge chunk of the video as practice, and then just a little blip at the end, that's the race. Oh, a car spun into the hay bale. All right, what is this one? 22.7, about a 10th off my quickest so far. So getting back to the good stuff. And I kept that a little more tidy this time. It was a little slow in the entry. We can. Yellow flag ahead. Kind of par for the course so far in this practice. Why the Cooper? Honestly, no good reason. I think it looks cool. It's just a fun league, so there's not a lot of thought into picking the right cars and stuff, and honestly just hope I get in a good battle with somebody in the race. It's going to be really difficult to pass here, so I'm likely to get stuck behind or have somebody stuck behind me the full race. Oh. All right, come across the line. I think I held up a decent amount there. See if I can make the pass. I'm gonna practice passing. This is like the only passing opportunity on the track into T1. I almost got taken out there. It could happen straight out of paddock. Nice. It definitely could happen. Just first corner, big pileup. Hopefully not. They do start the race. The grids online are extra spaced out, which is good. We'll cross our fingers though the first corner is clean. It is crazy to think, though, that Cooper went from dominating Grand Prix racing in like 1959, 1960 to being defunct in 1968. 68, I think, was their last factory year in Formula One. It wasn't a bad lap, even with the pass. 22.8. Seems like I can stay in the 22s pretty easily, but got folks in the 20s here, so. Seems like the car waits a long time in second gear there to actually accelerate. Trying to get tidy through here. Yeah, Maserati was not not the best choice in retrospect. It sounds good though. I think if somebody offered me a Maserati engine, I might say yes. I mean, you got to think Maserati had quite the reputation in Grand Prix racing. I know they hadn't done much lately in it by, you know, the mid to late 1960s, but it wasn't 10 years before that they were the best car on the grid with Fangio and everything, the 250F. So, whoa, that was a big off in front of me. That was bad last corner. Shift up a little earlier there. Oh no, that car stopped right on the apex. Yeah, I think there'll be a fair amount of dodging. So last time I raced with these guys, I raced at Montjuic Park in Spain, the road track, and that track's pretty long, so I didn't really see many other cars for most of the race. I had a great duel with a couple drivers, and then other than that, I didn't really see folks, but I have a feeling we'll be seeing a few cars around here during the race. Don't text and race. I try not to. Especially with Grand Prix Legends, I can't have the chat on my actual screen, so. Yeah, I was older, I raced with the OAO League, which they're a little, well, I don't want to say more serious. I'm sure that some of the guys racing this are serious, but it's not billed as a fun league, right? It's a serious racing league. This is more of a hangout. Turn one. Just trying to get a little bit better of a line through that so I can get the car straighter through here. The track really cuts in on the exit. It's too much. Keep it off the wall. There we go. All right. I'm going to take a real quick break and then be back. I'll lower the fuel down and try to actually do a quick time. I think I could get into the 121s. But yeah, so I'll be back in just a minute. My mic. All right. I don't want you to hear me. Yeah, Michael, it is interesting that the Audi unions had mid-engine cars before the 1960s. Because often you'd think like Cooper obviously is credited with bringing the mid-engine back to F1, but Audi Union was way ahead of its time. Is that beer? I don't know. All right. All right, so I'm going to go down to low fuel, see if I can do a high-speed lap. We only got 20 minutes left. Where did 2 hours go? Theoretical best is a 20.49. No. All right. Don't have any more time to waste. This track actually has a straightaway you can utilize to hydrate. Smoke in front. Fuel probably won't make that much of a difference, honestly. I only had a few gallons in the car to begin with. Between a full tank and an empty tank, absolutely, it's a big difference. But between 10 gallons and 5 gallons or whatever it is, it's not much. A second. I think keep it in second through there. I don't know. All right. Oh, I looked at the chat. R.I.P. That was such a hard hit. See, it's everybody's fault. Hold on, I gotta watch that on the replay. I mean, it looks awfully like I did that on purpose, huh? R.I.P. All right. Need to get back in the car. Yeah, YouTube's got a lot of bitrate problems, especially lately. Not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. I have it kind of pegged at the max that it would allow anyway. Hopefully it's watchable. So you can watch me run into hay bales after looking at the chat. Is the force feedback good on GPL? Talked about this a couple times. The force feedback is not great or very bad with the default stuff, but there's a couple force feedback mods which I'm using the V3 version of, and I've got an install guide coming out pretty soon that'll show folks how to install it. But the V3 mod feels very good. I would say I don't miss the force feedback of other sims as much. It's definitely not, you know, it's not R Factor 2's force feedback or something, but it's plenty good. It doesn't make the car feel dead or anything. It just, you know, it's lacking a bit. Oh, man. That was no good. I don't know. 5th might be where I top out in the qualifying. I know I can do a lot quicker. But I also learned the track. Yeah, we're still in practice. Practice for 18 more minutes and then a short race. Just balance it through these corners here. Try to keep it in second around here. It feels like it bogs down, but I think it'll accelerate fine. Yeah. Then up to third for this whole part. And fourth here. Kind of want to try keeping it in fourth through the final corner. Yeah, I think that's right. But look at how much it understeers. The car's not set up well for that last turn. Hey Gary, glad you can make the stream. I finally did an Australian time stream. There you go. 1 p.m. sounds pretty good. Just kind of ignore the flag guys at this point. They're too busy switching flags. Ooh, car in front runs off. The car in the bushes. There we go. Oh, this corner is so hard. I really screwed that up. Gotta back up the entry so much through there. Get up to fourth a little quicker through there. But yeah, I think fourth is going to work out best through the final corner. Just can't get the car to rotate too well. That was a 22.5. I think it was my quickest lap, actually. All right. Yeah, there's plenty of engine braking in Grand Prix Legends, and it's not in these cars needed as much, but in some of the other mods, you basically can't stop the cars without it. Like the 55 mod, the brakes are useless. It's all about that engine braking. All right, I'm on it this time. Try not to screw up this corner again. All right, so I took a way different line through there. Hopefully that works out. Almost threw it off the track there. Such a late acceleration. We'll see. I'm purple in the first two sectors, though. Just understeer, plow through the final corner. Come across the line though. Where am I? 121.8. I got into the 121s up to fourth. Feel happy about that. 121 feels respectable. Just a kiss on the grass there. Exit out of turn one. Ride second through there. I don't know if it's worth shifting up to third for a split second. Might just catch this car in front in a bad spot. Oh, I really pushed it through there. Dang, I felt like I was on a roll. Still got 15 minutes left too. Think I can do another run, probably. That lap was pretty good, 121.8. So I got two more cars in front of me that are in the 121s. All right, so we'll see. With these couple of cars coming out of the pits or on the track there past me. Yeah, I don't know if I can get third. We'll see. I mean, it's 2/10, so it's totally doable. Just matters if I can put it together here in the last 13 minutes. Down to second. Yeah, the tires really take up 2 laps or so to come up to temperature, maybe a lap and a half. Oh, it froze up again. All right. Let me do this quicker this time. My force feedback's locked this time too. There's something wrong with this track. All right, let me get back in. It should be quicker this time. It sucks. It's so crashy. Hopefully it lasts the full race and everything, but we'll see. Seems like a lot of the guys are actually having the same issue. So must be a problem with the track, unfortunately. All right, see if I can jump back in. Might take a minute to get back in just because of the GPL does this thing where if you're already in the server, there we go, back in right away. All right, so hopefully it lasts long enough to do the race. It would obviously suck if it froze mid-race. I want to see if I can better my lap time. Car spinning off. Oh, Lasse, what are you doing? All right, we'll see if I can get out and actually get the lap set. We got Lasse right on me now, so maybe I'll let him by. I mean, it seems like he went wide in the first corner. I don't know why he's riding me now. All right, we'll settle back here. Just try to get a little bit of a gap so that I can hopefully get a good time. We'll see. I don't think the servers are dying. GPL's got a weird bug with tracks, and some tracks cause it more than others where they just crash online. I had the same thing happen at Goodwood when I did the OAO race there, but luckily it only happened once in practice. So this lap will still be a bit of an out lap. Hopefully next time by, tires are warm enough and I can get a quicker time. Only 2/10 off third. Car steered so much there through the oversteer. This lap is actually not super bad. But yeah, I've never had it happen in single player where the game crashes. That's a 122.6. Not too bad for the first lap back out. Yeah, I've never had it lock up in single player, but a few times now in multiplayer, but it seems to be track specific. Playing chicken there. Threw away the lap. Playing chicken with the barriers. Yeah, you know, Gary, I hadn't really known about the Hethel circuit either. I think I saw it once in the Grand Prix Legends forum, so I knew it existed, but I didn't know much about the history. All right, see if I can just crank this one out. We got 7 minutes left. It's getting to the end. Either nail turn one here, breaking about 1.5 down to second gear. I think I could probably get on the brakes harder, honestly. It might be where I'm losing time right now. Car right off the edge of the track here. It is a very narrow track, twisty track. Locked up the brakes a little bit coming into the corner. We're back down to second. Run a little wide there. I wasn't able to get on the throttle as soon as I really need. Whoa, yellow flag straight ahead of me. Almost hit that car. I went down to third for some reason in the final corner. Come across the line. It's a 122 flat. I need about 4/10 on that. Try to just get the tires near locking up, get that car slowed down. Still coasting for a little too long, I think. Oh my gosh, that car had a big off. A little more on the line that time, but slid a bit too much. Got up to fourth there, though. I don't recall doing that previously. A lot of oversteer coming out of that hairpin. Oh, gonna clip the grass. Come across the line. Is that a 121.6? Oh, it's gonna be really close. I'm 6,000ths off a third. Let's keep it going. That was an interesting line there through T1. Not sure that'll be quick. 6,000th. try to balance the car as best as possible. I was a little slow coming out of that section. Almost over revving the car. A little bit of a lockup. Wasn't the best lap, but oh, I beat it. All right, I gotta keep going. I'm on a roll here. I got 2 minutes. Oh, just locked the brakes up into T1. But up to second, or third rather, up to third. Just got in front of Sharma. Whew. Well, I got 2 minutes left in the qualifying, so just enough time to relax for a second. Oh, come on. There we go. Just enough time to relax for a second before the race actually starts. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun track. I mean, it's going to be a difficult race track just because it's so tight. All right. So what do we got? Sosa up top. 20.79 is very good. But it doesn't feel out of the realm of possibility if I had, you know, a few more hours behind the wheel at this track. I'm up in third. Third, then Lasse is in second. So it should be a fun little race, I think. I'm actually curious. There might be, I'm trying to remember how they do this with the races. Hey guys, how many races is it one race session or is it two? Okay, so it's two. Just listening to him. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like 13 laps. 13 laps seems pretty short, but I get it now. Okay, thanks. Nice. Cool. So this will be good. So I was just talking to the guys running it, but yeah, so there's two races. I forgot about this. Two races, two 13-lap races, which is much better than one. But both of them have a safety car in the middle. And this is, again, it's just a fun league to just trying to have fun. So halfway through the first race, I have to listen to the chat, but they'll basically tell us to slow down. They're going to pack up the grid again, and then we'll go. And so we kind of get two shots at things. Hopefully I can, break away into the lead a bit or have a good start of the session and all that, but we'll see. We'll see. And then after the end of this race, it'll reset. I guess we get 10 minutes of practice and then another 13-lapper with the same rules. But it should be fun. So we'll see. So car setup wise, this should be good. I just added a few gallons of fuel. Probably could do 5, but I don't want to chance it. Hopefully the sim doesn't lock up, but if it does, I got 2 races. I doubt it will do it in both. So appreciate folks joining tonight. It's a little bit later than I would normally do streaming or anything. It's not a NASCAR staged race. It's a fun race. It's a fun race. Lasse, I'll try not to punt you into turn 1. I swear. So wait, is this actually not the qualifying? How does this work? Watch somebody be very confused by what's going on. We'll have to see how this works. seeing a lot of good lucks, but I can't join anything yet. It's a full grid, though. It's not really a Monza. It's a very tight, twisty track. But a full grid in GPL, full 19 cars in the race, which is pretty awesome. All right, we're just waiting for a couple cars, I guess, to get to the pits or something. All right, I think it's going to start in a minute. So everybody cross your fingers. This should be pretty interesting. Halfway through the race, so 7 laps in, we'll probably get that safety car. Rip the guy with the 215. I don't think he had time to practice, maybe. We'll see. Hopefully the session changes in a second. We don't have to requalify or something. All that effort in practice. There we go. All right. All right. So starting on the outside, P3, away we go. Cross your fingers it doesn't lock up again. Oh god, this is gonna be pretty interesting. I kind of want to run wide on purpose just to get out of the way of the carnage behind me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 13 laps, safety car in the middle. Race 1 of 2. Hopefully everything goes well here. Flag is up. Down, underway. Pretty good start, actually. Get up the gears. This might be a big mess coming down to T1. We'll see. Try not to run too wide. Got Lasse there on the inside. Oh, it crossed my fingers, but I think we made it through T1. All right, behind Sosa now. Pretty heart-pounding T1. Oh, he's so slow. There we go. All right. Somehow I survived that. I thought I was going to run into him going into that first corner. I think there's a massive crash just happening behind me, probably. We'll see it the next time around. That's the whole thing about this track. It's not quite long enough to have everything maybe cleaned up by the time I get there again. It's a 4th gear. So Sosa's stretching out a little bit, keeping my eyes on Lasse behind me. On complete lap 1. 12 laps to go then. I guess as successful a first lap as you can have it. A little scary there for a couple corners, but overall it's worked out. Oh, Lasse got very, very sideways behind me, it looks like. Maybe not. It could be the net code. Get up to 5th gear. Got up to 5th there just for a second. Oh, just nipped the grass there, get the car to turn. I think my car is going to come into things a little bit after a handful of laps here, so. Sosa's really wide there. Pedro in front of me. Got a Ferrari sandwich here with one Cooper as well. There we go. Not too bad through the final corner. The car actually feels really good. I'm happy this is the setup I used for all the practice and I didn't try to make some in a really crazy setup or something for qualifying. So I'm used to this one now a little bit. We'll get it down to second. So I'm right with Pedro. I don't know if he's pushing at all or if I'm making him race a certain way. We'll see here. I'll try to keep on him as best I can. It's the one nice thing about racing real people is you can push them. Oh, we got a slow car already, so already lap traffic now. Should be interesting. Oh, he just runs off the track. That's probably for the best. Oh, I missed the gear. Oh no. That's it. I really screwed that one. Lasse as well ran into the corner just with me. F. Ruined the car. No more suspension. No resets or anything either. Have to wait. Oh man. It started off so well. I just got mixed up in the gearbox, honestly. Damn. Damn. Well, let's see what happened. We can overanalyze everything. Let's see how bad of a mistake. I really screwed that up. So early in the race, too. I don't think there's a shift R. Yeah, there you go. Is there shift R? I tried it, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, I tried shift R, but I didn't get a reset, so maybe I did it wrong. I think I screwed that up for myself in the end. So I guess they do have resets, but the track itself probably wasn't clear for me to get one. Well, we can watch Pedro dominate here for the first race. It's a gearbox, not a jukebox. We'll see if Pedro can survive this. So Pedro's in the lead now. Good news is the race won't be too long. It's going to be over in 15 more minutes. Johnston, Harwood. So Pedro's in the lead. We'll watch him drift his car around the track. See who else we got in here. Sharma, I think he's in second. Tad Johnson, who I've raced before. I think he might have been in, or maybe thinking of Dag, actually. There's hope for race 2, at least. I make plenty of mistakes. I'm not ashamed to say that. I know some folks like to try to be perfect everywhere. I'm upset more that I forgot that you can reset the car rather than quit. Let's watch Lasse here though. See if he can take on the car in front. See if I can get on board with him or something. The roll bar camera is kind of useless. It's a cool view. Oh, disappeared. What's that about? Apparently there's a big crash happening too. Oh! What happened there? Oh my god. Shaking all over the place. The cameras are hard to control. I don't know if you can see the car in the back there jumping around. Oh my god. It's absolute carnage. Have I tried the Ferrari test track in GPL? I don't know if I've tried the Ferrari test track itself. I'll have to check that one out since we're at the Lotus Test Track. We're about halfway through now, so there's going to be the safety car in a minute that bunch everybody up just because there needs to be more carnage. Winning the race is easy. It's even easier to lose it. That's very true. It's very true. So it looks like Pedro is actually getting closed in on here by Sharma. Let me just check to make sure they're actually 1-2. They are. Yeah, so Sharma here is actually catching up. Should be interesting to see. They're going to obviously get put together because of the safety car, but I think Sharma started way back, so for him to be this far up would be quite impressive. It's too bad the online fidelity in GPL isn't the best. It was obviously a pretty early online sim overall, so it's to be expected, but you can't really enjoy watching the cars as much since they kind of skip around the circuit a lot. But get a rough idea. Alright, so they're doing the safety car now, so we'll see how this works out, if everybody actually slows down or not. I think Pablo, oh, it's Pablo Sosa in the lead. I'm not sure these two are actually going to slow down at all. They're supposed to slow down. Oh, there you go. Second is slow. Maybe I'm a little behind in the replay. So they're going to stack up. We'll see. I don't think Pablo in the lead there. I was calling him Pedro, which is my bad. Pablo in the lead. Yeah, he slowed down too. So everybody's going to bunch up for the second half here. Stage 1 complete. Yeah, who is the stage winner? Pablo Sosa wins stage 1. Man. Yeah, I'm less bummed that I crashed and more that I crashed and then forgot that you can reset the car. I tried actually, but it didn't work right away, so I figured it wasn't something I could do. But I know they allow you to do that in this league. Not that I want to be resetting my car, but it would have made it more interesting than watching me watch the race. Alright, so they're all bunching up here, and they're going to let everybody bunch up probably throughout the rest of this lap, and then from then on, be a straight-out run to the finish. They're doing, at this stage, lap 8, so there's just a few laps to go, so it'll be an interesting run down to the first. I had a good phase, so I'm out of my good phase now. Oh, no. The good phase is over, apparently. That's what happens. Everybody's got a good phase, and then it runs its course, and that's all right. That's part of life. There's kind of stages. They basically have first half of the race, second half of the race, but they're going to do another race after this, and hopefully I can just keep the car on the track for more than 2 laps. What was that? I did 2 laps? But yeah, they do it just to be competitive with or not competitive, but give everybody a chance and stuff, and I really screwed that up. Realize you're just seeing me in the dark here. All right, they're back to green. Oh my god. Oh, mad scramble. Watch out for the pit board guy. As they come down to turn 1. Oh man, he almost had his legs taken off. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Oh, everybody slows down. It looks like Sharma got the lead here. Oh, everybody's making it through, I think. No big incidents, maybe? Okay. Everybody seems to have made it through. We had one car spin out at the back. Farina. Farina, very good name for this type of racing. Well, this isn't real life, but yeah, no Shift R in real life for sure. So Pablo got just overtaken a bunch there. He's now back in fourth, it looks like. I wish the camera wasn't so zoomed up on this track, but both of the camera settings are. All right. Yeah, the video is a little. I mean, the Grand Prix Legends overall, like the net code and stuff is all bouncy and everything. That's pretty normal. You're gonna see the cars bounce around. Wow, this is a really tight battle up front. So we got Sharma here, closely Johnson's behind him, and then Lewis, followed by Sosa. Oh, Lewis making a move, coming down to turn one. Try not to spin him out. Oh, he brakes way early. Oh, Johnson spun out, driving the Cooper. Oh, and he hits. Oh no, I thought he hit Sosa. Lewis took them both out. Oh man. So Sharma's got it made now up front. So he's getting chased by Sosa. So it's Sosa and Sharma again. So we'll have to see if Sosa can get back up front. I think he's the one that missed out on the stage break there, the little safety car in the middle. Yeah, I think this game is probably older than some of you watching, isn't it? This game's 23, which is pretty crazy. It's working on 24 in October. Pretty good for that. Ah, Sosa's right there too. There must be only a lap or so left. Let me check real quick. They're on lap, so they're starting lap 11 now. Sorry, I know when I change when I go back out of the menu, it takes a second to adjust. But yeah, starting lap 11 now. So it's just a few laps to go. Sosa, it'd be interesting. See if he can put the pressure on to take over Sharma. This track is so hard to pass on that it's not, you know, getting up to them is one thing, but actually getting around. But he's right there, so coming to the front straightaway will be interesting. We can get a good exit out of the last corner. Oh, Sharma got a little loose there. Sosa, oh, he almost got around him, but he almost got knocked there too. He's able to keep the lead even with that mistake. All right, they're coming up to the final corner. Sosa's pulled back a little bit. He lost out quite a lot because of that. Sharma got away with something, but ooh, he makes a much better exit. So he's in the slipstream now. You can see Lewis back there still. Coming down to T1. It's not going to happen this lap. They're on lap 12 of 13 now, so there's 2 laps to go. Sosa's really pushing him. This is a good race. See, this is why fun races are fun, and I wish I was racing, and hopefully the next race goes a little bit better, but I think there's 2 laps. I think they're on lap 12 now. We'll see. I could have it wrong. What is the next step for Richie Axelson's campaign? There's a couple options there. I don't know exactly what's up, but yeah, Sebring might be in line. was looking at the real. I have a compiled doc of the real calendars. Oh, Sosa's right on him. They're coming. They just came through the hairpin there. They're coming down, working down towards the final corner now. He's right there. Hold on, I'll get back to that question in a minute. Oh, it pulls to the inside. He'll come to the line. There's gonna be one lap to go now. One more lap. I think going into turn one, he's got to try something, right? That's really the only passing opportunity. He looks to the inside. Oh, squeezing the brake pedal a little too early. Oh, but Sharma's running a little bit wide on the entry. They both hit the apex pretty good. Nose to tail. It's tough to race GPL this close together. They're really pushing the limits. Oh, yellow flag there from the marshal. Sharma's dipping in, locks up the brakes a little bit. Oh, Sosa too. Oh, did Sosa run wide there? He might have. They're both right at the edge of the circuit. Oh, and Sosa's looking inside, looking outside. There's just nowhere to pass around this circuit, so left in the lap, coming into the hairpin here now. He's basically gonna have to. Oh, and he hit him. Oh, they hit each other. He stopped. Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to wait for Sharma to make a mistake, maybe, but yeah, he made it. He made it for him. But Sharma keeps the lead, luckily. All right, I think that settles it then. The epic battle of Sharma and Sosa. Sharma comes to the line, wins race number 1. Oh, he's really close to him, too. He goes to the outside. Pretty good race. I wish I was in it. But we'll do the next one, and hopefully it'll be a lot better. I was saying the next step for Richie and everything. Yeah, I think Sebring will be in there. I'm trying to figure out if there's another race that will happen before it or not, but I have to take a look at some mods and things. That was a good finale to the race there overall. All right, so I think what happens now is that it resets and there's like another quick practice and everything, and then a second race. And I like totally lost the TeamSpeak guys, which is no good. I don't know, Lasse, I know you're in my chat. Can you still hear TeamSpeak, guys? I don't know why I can't. Not sure why I can't hear them. Hopefully, everything works out for... Yeah, 10 minutes practice qualifying. So I think we disconnect, which would be good. Because I need to... For some reason, I lost the voice chat server, which would be important for race 2, so that I know when the halfway mark is. All right. I just don't know if I'm supposed to disconnect or stay on. See if anybody says anything back to me. Old school. Well, I don't know what I should do here. I can try to Alt-Tab out, but I might not be able to get back in. No, I think there's going to be a 10-minute... 10-minute. Let me see if I can do this. Hopefully I don't screw up myself, but I think a couple guys are leaving too, so I should be able to get back in, but we'll see. But yeah, it's important to I don't really want to disconnect. Yeah, I can't really get out of the sim anyway. All right. This is the stuff you deal with the super old games. Nothing ever works correctly. We'll have to see. I won't have team speak, I guess, for the second race, which is going to make the safety car in the middle quite interesting. Hopefully I'm not in the lead. That would be the worst part. All right, 1 minute till it leaves the track. Yeah, so I think it's going to do a 10-minute practice, and so I'll have to go try to set a good time again, and then it'll bump right into the race. Pretty good race, race one, especially up front there. Jay Stitz just got the book faster. I started it this morning. It's tough for me. I could read right now or do something like this. So hopefully this weekend I'll get to really jump into it. I read like the prologue though, which is pretty cool. It's about the author getting to sit in and drive around in the French car, which is pretty cool, through like a vineyard or something. So excited to read about that. The book Faster, it's about a we get the newspaper. Ravi Sharma triumphs at Hethel. All right, so we get the practice. All right, so let me just lower the fuel a little bit. Hopefully I can get a good lap here. We'll see. Finally driving again. Hopefully I can redeem myself. But yeah, that book, Faster book's going to be good. I'm excited to read it. It's about basically a French driver and American like investment that beat the Germans right before the Second World War in Grand Prix racing. Which, if anybody didn't know, they were very good at racing right around that time. Oh, car in front pushed me on the grass. That's my own fault, but didn't anticipate the early braking. Gotta keep it away from the dang walls. So, if I can get back in the 121s, I'll be happy. Happy for this, but we'll see. The only thing I'm worried about is the flag if it happens. If I'm in the lead and the flag happens, that'll be really bad. So maybe my strategy should be to sit in second until the flag comes out. We'll see. All right, take the green flag. I'm a little too close to this car in front, but we'll see how it shakes out. 8 minutes in the practice. Out of second gear. How does my chair not move while driving? It doesn't have wheels on it, so that's the key. You can buy replacement casters, so the wheels on a chair would be called casters, and you can buy like stationary ones. Actually recently got a new chair too, but it's much nicer to sit in. I'd love to get a cockpit at some point. It's just tough to find the space for it. Oh, that's what I get looking at the chat there. All right, I gotta back off because I'm not gonna be able to set a good time doing this. Following the other cars too closely. Can't get around them is the whole thing. Yeah, I'd like to try. So, I mean, my intention with the like Richie Axelson seasons to race in all the major events that don't conflict with each other. So I've got a big calendar built of basically all the major racing series races, and I'm going through, and anything that's on the same day, I gotta, like for the 7th Tasman race and the Daytona 500, decided to go to Daytona, but trying to keep it within somewhat realistic. I think the traveling I did between Australia and the United States would have been a little extreme in the 1960s, but it's fun. It's also fun to do like video-wise because I get to race all different types of stuff all the time. Yeah, the desk setups can work. I know all the serious guys seem to have nice rigs and stuff, which, again, it would be cool to have. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think there's a much larger majority of people out there that don't have the space or the money or whatever for a rig. It's totally viable to sim race on a desk. All right, we're doing all right this lap. I am excited though to get to some of the Formula One stuff for that career. Ooh, yellow flag. I shifted down to third for some reason too. Weird muscle memory. All right, 123. That's no good. Here. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of folks tell me, like, once I got the better wheel, that mounting something like this to a desk wouldn't work. I really don't, haven't had any issues with it. It's not going to rip it off the desk. I mean, this desk is solid wood. Oh, car in front. Go get through the last corner. That's not going to be a good lap. I gotta try to get this next one. I only got 3 minutes left. Was that 123.4? Lock it up a little bit going into T1. All right, turn one though. I jumped out one S too early there. I thought I was at this one. Kick it through the scary corner where I ate it in race one. Try to get on the throttle there. Oh, understeering. Fourth gear, the car is just a pig. Oh, right to the edge. Oh, I clipped the hay bale, but I don't think it slowed me down at all. We'll see what I get coming to the line. 121.9. I damaged the car. The suspension's crooked, but that'll be all right. It's not going to be... Oh, it's still P5. Yeah, I'm not going to have time to go out and do another outlap and everything, though, so unfortunately, that's it. We're just about to start race number 2. I wish I still had the TeamSpeak guys, too. I'm a little worried about that. But overall, not a bad lap. Obviously, I can do quicker, but at least I'll be up towards the front. Ooh, a much shorter grid for race 2. Yeah, the car is very piggish through a couple of the corners there. Looks like Lasse might get the better of everybody. He got a 120.8. That's very good. It's very quick. but much shorter grid this time by. What's everybody upset about my shifter for? It's fine. Do love my shifter, but TH8A. It's definitely a good investment if you like H-pattern cars. So goal of race 2 will be to finish the whole thing. Definitely. But I think it'll be a little more difficult. I'm starting a couple positions further back than I did in race 1. And so there's always a chance that things go sideways with other cars and all that. Sure to put the right amount of fuel in. I've never seen the Fanatec shifter. I mean, I know the wheel itself. I think the next upgrade for me is pedals of some kind, and I have no idea what I'll get. But I'm still running my old G27 pedals with the Bodenar cable, so they got increased resolution. I've got a spring mod in there, so they're the brake and everything's a little better. They're not as bad as I think people would make them out to be as pedals, but they're obviously not a Huizenveld or something. So I got to look at stuff. I know pedals can be very expensive overall, but we'll see. I also like the problem with pedals too is having a rig. You know, you need a rig to mount pedals typically, which is a little harder. Yeah, I'm definitely more in the camp of having fun. Oh, it looks like Sosa got the pole right at the end there. A 120.3. Makes me feel bad about myself. Definitely in it for fun. 16 cars, though. All right, so a pretty good sized field. Man, that's that's a crazy time right at the end. A 120.3. So everybody should go watch his feed. I don't know if he streams or anything. All right, here we go. Race 2. 6 gallons. Just don't throw it into the wall. That's my main goal. We'll see. I hope everything goes well. The sim doesn't lock up. All right. Starting back a couple rows, so things are going to be a little crazier off the grid here. But hopefully I can get through the first corner all right. Remember, this time I do have resets. I don't want to use it, but if something bad happens, I will reset the car this time. Thanks everybody for watching too. This hasn't been the best racing, but all right, flag is up. Down, underway. I got a good launch there. Car right next to me. Try to keep enough space between us. But that's Sharma, winner of race 1. Come down to T1. Down to second gear, just trying to roll around the outside, hoping I'll get knocked into. Oh, I saw wheels there for a second. On the grass. I don't think I have anybody next to me. Oh, try not to log it up. I run a little wide. Almost did that at race 1 too. I got a very stuttery Lotus right behind me. All right, made it through the first few corners. Now's to not throw it into a wall or something. Got it down to second. Oh, it looked like whoever's up there. Says I have Farina right in front of me. Did Lasse change cars? See a Matra there now. Oh, try not to run into the hay bales. Don't want to do that on the first lap. Sosa in front of me now. So it's just the three. I'm in fourth, past at least one car off the grid. Seems like everybody's locking their brakes coming into this corner. I have to throw it away through here this time. It is a high commit. I mean, you got to go through that line very fast, through that kink coming in. And so if you get the line slightly wide, you're going to clip the grass and your day is over at that point. Ooh. That's okay to clip the grass there. Don't want to clip it there, though. Just crank the wheel into it, going through the final corner. All right, that was a 122.6, so we're not going slow. These three up front, though, are pretty quick. I do think, I don't want to make excuses. Yeah, and this is all right. So we do have the break in the middle, and it's probably good that I'm not in first because I can't hear the chat anymore for some reason. So where that's going to be a disadvantage is on the green flag after the stage break in the middle, the safety car. Now I'm calling it a stage break too. Oh, a little wide. Yellow flag. Sketchy place to have a yellow flag. Whoa, car's rolling over. Oh my God. Was that second? I think that was Farina. Ugh. Seems like they maybe got caught up with a lapped car there. Oh man. That's the stuff you don't want to see. All right, 10 laps to go. A second gear. So I'm behind Sosa, and it looks like Lasse is in first. I can hear those cars again on the other side of the bushes, making me think there's somebody behind me. Just a little more tentative through here than I was initially, which might be slowing me down a little bit. Two up front, though, are very quick. I know when I raced at Zolder, Lasse was in that race as well, and he was quick, but he had a few incidents, I think, so seems like about where things would be, but he's holding it together much better through this, which is great. Over the line. It's 122.9, not that good. I'm a little behind. Oh, down to second. Just trying to capitalize on the exit there. It was a bad entry. Down to second through here. Shifting up and down a little too much, but just trying to keep the car within the bounds of the track. Seems like this race, it's a little quieter overall. All right. Ooh, car in front's a little slow. That's out. That's Lasse. What's going on? Saw some skid marks off the track too. Did he have an incident? Ooh, he's sliding very wide, spinning into turn one. Take it on the inside. No idea what happened there. Gathers it up right behind me. Is he just coming to race? I hope not. Not sure what happened. Maybe he hit the hay bale on the exit of the final turn or something. See if I can pull away from him. If the car's hurt or not. No, he's right with me now, so whatever happened there on the front stretch, who knows? I'll have to look after the race or something. All right, I'm seeing a white flag. Whoa, a couple slow cars there. Almost spin the car out. Oh, it's probably the caution flag. That's my bad. Oh, so that's why it's important to be on the voice chat. Whew, at least I avoided them. That would have been so bad if I had hit them. I'm really not going to know when to go, though, so I'm going to get jumped from behind. I got a whole gaggle of cars here. This is going to be bad. I wish I could hear the... I don't know why the TeamSpeak... They use TeamSpeak to chat, and it just died, and I can't get out of Grand Prix Legends to fix it, so I'm just going to have to guess when to go. They don't do it based off the line or anything. It's kind of random. Once everybody packs up, they say go. We got 7 laps left. I'm in second. Lasse seems quick. I don't know what happened to him the lap before. But I totally didn't realize we were halfway now. But it's good we won't be on the front straightaway to get the green, because piling into turn one is quite frightening. I'm just trying to watch for Sosa to take off or Lasse to try to come around me. I don't know if I got anything for Sosa. He's quick. Yeah, I'm going to try to finish Poser. Don't worry. Always trying to finish. That's a goal, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. All right, I imagine any minute now we'll be hitting the green. We're just gonna have to guess based off of them accelerating, though. Just watch for Sosa to pull away. There we go. Ah, Lasse got the jump on me. When he's able to get around. Dang. Can't get too close to him. I wish I could really ride the gearbox, but just with the way the netcode is, you can see him shaking around so much. It's just a little unpredictable. You think iRacing's bad. Oh, Lasse is skidding all over the place. Oh, a car behind me. I almost got run into there. Just saw a mirror full of BMW. All right, so I got through the restart. Oh, all right, we'll come to line, 6 laps to go. I got the 2 leaders in front of me. Let's hope they start fighting or something. Ooh, side by side through turn 1. It's Lasse on the outside. Try not to lock it up too much. Ah, no. No, 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 no. 180. Oh, man. The car got way looser than I expected it to there, but that's 100% my fault. Just gather back up and go. All right, I got Harwood behind me now, Lewis in front. Right up to the white line. Get him fourth for once through the final corner. All right, quite disappointing. Yeah, it might have been cold tires, but who knows? Probably just overdoing it a little bit. Throwing the car a little too sideways. See if I can get back Lewis, though. I think I was quicker than Lewis, so get back on the podium would be nice. Fifth gear. Try not to do anything too crazy this time through here. Lewis and I are actually pretty similar on speed. But I know I am definitely quicker over a single lap, but that doesn't matter right now. I'm just trying to understeer through the final corner. I think I could definitely do some better stuff with the setup here. I was jumping all the way down to the inside trying to break the slipstream or something. Brake late into T1, lock it up a bit. The car slowed down though. It's nice and tidy. Yellow flag. Not sure what that's for. Car in the barrier on the inside. Ooh, a car off to the left. We're gonna run a little wide there. Just clipped the grass, kept it on. Thankfully, there's a couple of the slower cars to the back. I think it's Lou, one of them. Ooh, a little fast going into the corner there. Kept up with Lewis though. Didn't really lose any time. Grab the grass a little bit. Getting to the pointy end of this one. We'll ride him down to the inside, I guess, if he wants to play that game. Not quite close enough to slipstream. We're very, very similar in speed overall. Should have gone up to fifth there. I don't think I lost me too much. Just playing chicken with that hay bale. I'm not even actually sure what car he's driving either, how it compares to the Cooper. That, not making excuses, they're just going to drive differently, you know. Setting purple sectors though, that's good. All right, we'll come around the final corner. Oh, understeering a bit there. I entered too shallow. Come to the line though, 2 laps to go. So 1:21.5. It's quicker than my qualifying time for this race, so we're pushing. Oh, did he slow down earlier? I slowed down a little late. It's going to be hard to get around him just with the net code the way it is. When I see a string of slower cars ahead, it was exciting. Excitement on the final couple of laps. Oh, slower Lotus there. Oh, did he clip Lewis? Oh no! Oh, nailed Lou. Oh man, trying to get back on the track. Oh. Well, that might kill the pursuit there. Not a lot you can do when something like that happens, but it was a good battle while it lasted, and that's why I'm here tonight, is to have some fun battles. Bummed I made that mistake, but I guess happy I got away with it. Probably cold tires. I'll have to watch that one back. We'll come around now. The car actually feels fine, but I lost a ton of time. Nothing's bent, but I got one lap to go. So unless there's a mistake or something ahead, I don't think it's gonna happen. Just put in a solid lap here for the final one. It happens, slower cars sometimes, and it's very frightening. I thought I was going to get away with getting past them both for a second. It looked like, whoa, don't do it, last lap. I don't know how I saved that. Looked like Lewis had actually made contact with one of them right before that too, so I wonder if that set the spin happening. Alright, just get it through the rest of the lap. Too many times coming close to death in this race. All in all, a lot of fun though. And it looks like Sosa's gonna win it too, because I see Lasse in second on my relative. Alright, come through the final corner then. Nice and easy. Well, I finished the race, which is, you know, what I wanted to do at the start. Almost missed the gear there in the fifth. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the left car, but no, that was fun. Good racing. I mean, it's always fun to race GPL online when you get a chance to. Ooh, yeah, everybody likes to crash at the end. Always fun to get a chance to race GPL online. Congrats to Sosa for winning that second one. It's pretty dominant. Whoa! But a bummer ending. I was catching him. I didn't know if I was going to actually be able to get to him and pass. But at least I finished the second race. A slight redemption on the first one and crashing. Very silly like that at the very start. So let's look at the final results here. Looks like Sosa wins from Lasse. Lewis in third, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and then myself in fourth position. Harwood down, Farina, Johnson, Sharma all the way back in ninth. He must have had some difficulties after winning the first race there, back in ninth. But yeah, overall a ton of fun. Crazy second race there. Save quickly, save the replay. It's fun to be in it. It seemed like the first race was maybe a little more clean and close, but all right. Save the replay. Okay. All right, so back out of it. Fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I hope it was fun to watch. It wasn't the best racing that I've ever done, but when does that actually happen? All right. So let me just throw a little music on, I guess. So I've got a few things coming up overall. Oh yeah, and hello to the LoPeN guys. If any of you are interested in racing with them, if you race GPL and want to find a group to race with, they race every Thursday night like this. Very different tracks every week, and so nothing, not the same stuff every week. So it's a good group to race with. Just a lot of fun, and definitely their TeamSpeak is pretty funny overall. But yeah, I got a few things coming up. I think I'm going to be doing an online race this Saturday in Assetto Corsa. I'm still working out exactly how that works, but should be back on Saturday for a little more online racing. So thanks for watching. I hope in all it was fun to watch, fun to see the track, at least at Hethel and everything. And yeah, maybe I'll come back next Thursday. We'll see. But thanks for watching. See everybody later. Have a good rest of your day and week and everything.